Ben Simmons had an interview with JJ Redick. He went on JJ Redick's podcast show, I think about a day or two ago. On the show, he went at Shaq for being not sympathetic towards his mental health issues and basically saying Shaq is fake because Shaq will claim to be his LSU brother, but he doesn't really have his back. So he was saying along those lines that Shaq is just lacking empathy for him for everything he went through. Shaq today on his podcast show responded and called out Ben Simmons by saying that he doesn't. I'm not gonna say he said it exactly like this, but I'm just paraphrasing with that. He basically said he doesn't believe Ben Simmons 100% when it comes to him having mental health issues, and that just if he did, he should have just been honest from the beginning, not just pulling it out now when it's convenient for him to say it. He should have said it from the start to Shaq. I do agree with Shaq on that if he was being honest, he should have just straight up told Shaq from the beginning, like, hey, I have mental health and this is why I'm doing this and blah, blah. But like Shaq said, just I don't believe he has mental health issues. He could, but I'm willing just to bet he doesn't. From my experience of dealing with people with mental health problems, I have yet to find a person with mental health issues who's an arrogant douchebag. They're not projecting this image like he's projected of being this happy person, just arrogant, just enjoying life. That's what Ben Simmons has done the last few years. So I have a hard time believing he has mental health issues, to be honest. I know there's cases where some people present a facade or a facade that they're actually having a good time, they're having fun when they're actually depressed inside. Yeah, I'm sure there's cases of that, just a fake exterior. But I just think with Ben Simmons, he's full of shit. He comes across to me as an arrogant douchebag, just very condescending, a guy who thinks he's better than everybody. I honestly believe he is using mental health as a shield for him, that he doesn't have any mental health issues. Well, he does. He has a mental health problem being a douchebag. He could be a narcissistic person or a sociopath. He comes across to me as that. So yeah, if he wants to go in that department, I would say he has mental health issues. But I just have a hard time buying it. I don't believe it. I just think he's not using it as a shield because he can get away with it, just to not face accountability for his failings. That's what he's using it for. I just have, I know it's not repetitive, but just he's been a coddled guy throughout his whole entire career. Just even from college, he was a douchebag. I think he didn't play he didn't play all the games at LSU that one year he was there. Just he had this arrogance about him. So to me, I have a hard time believing it. It just seems to me this guy is just used to getting things his way and he's using whatever he can get to not face accountability. So one thing I would tell him, if he's straight up suffering from mental health, that you're not making it any better by being an arrogant douchebag, because people with mental health problems have a hard time taking criticism. If you want to deal with it better, stop being a douchebag and try being more humble. To be honest, that's what I would advise him to do. Be more humble about it. Look at a guy like DeMar DeRozan. This guy has been open about his mental health issues, and you actually feel bad for him. You see his struggles. He's just 100% honest about what he's going through, but he's also not an arrogant douchebag like Simmons, just being this diva type of character. Just you could tell he's playing hard, even though he has his shortcomings on the basketball court. That's one thing I can't knock about DeMar DeRozan, is that he always did try, even though he wasn't able to succeed in a lot of situations. But with Ben Simmons, that's not the case. This guy is just arrogant. He doesn't want to be held accountable, and I think it's pretty pathetic how he's now playing the mental health card, because there are people out there who truly suffer from mental health and they need help. They're suicidal, they're depressed. I just don't believe he's one of them. I just think he's a rotten person, but that's just my opinion about it.